watching a PlayStation advertisement on my own stream channel while I'm playing Xbox. If that's not some messed up BS, I don't know what is. Hello YouTube, hello Twitch, this is Lightbringer coming at you, and the title says it all. I finally got all the BS done for the Ace of Spades Quest. Okay, sorry. I just realized, like, usually when I talk in my headset on the Xbox, I can hear a little bit of an echo in the headset, and I'm not hearing it right now. So, but some idiot in my apartment complex keeps trying to, I guess, put a nail in a wall or something. For like the last 20 minutes, there's been nothing but this incessant toot toot toot. I thought it was knocking, because it was raining for 5 or 10 minutes, and every couple of seconds you'd hear the knock, knock, knock. And I'm like, dude, if they're not home or they're not answering the door after the first 5 minutes, I think you can stop now. So yeah, I have done all of the bullcrap to get the ace. And the game still doesn't give me a satisfactory explanation of why I need to go through Gambit and Crucible. And then you have to find like 4 Cade stashes, which actually fits the character of Cade. You do get some notes. Moved the stash, another stash, he thinks somebody saw him go and put stuff in his stash, so he moved it again. Each chest you find is just a note from Cade to Cade. I love this one. Nice try, Alderdici. I've already moved the stash. By the way, hope that cache of yours on Deimos is still there. It's like, oh, sick burn, sucker. Not only did I see you coming, but I already, like, counterjacked your crap. Which, I think that's pretty sick. Crap, I keep going in there so I can remember which planet I'm supposed to go to for this quest. So there should be a quest marker on Titan. Okay. So, let's get to some action, or if by action we mean sick long loading screen. Whoa. Wow, 460. And again, I'm wondering, has Cade been using a broken Ace of Spades this whole time, and that's why you're fixing it? Because between Cade using it in the opening cutscene and Aldrin using it, which isn't a spoiler because you've all, like, seen the trailer, and I mean, come on, Aldrin has the Ace of Spades, so we assume we're taking the gun back from him. But, like, there's nothing that happens where it looks like the gun should be broken. But Banshee 44 is like, this gun doesn't work the way it used to. But the fact that he doesn't remember pretty much anything very well makes me kind of wonder, so, should I be listening when Banshee 44 gives me a quest and says, oh yeah, this gun's broken? How about you give me the gun real fast? Let's test out to see, oh wait, it was actually functioning this whole time. Whoa.
Cade's secret stash. The note said this was the place he hid it. We find the stash. We find the parts we need to repair the Ace of Spades.
What is this place? What is that? I've got to find 10 stashes here? Oh my god, that's so... Yep, Cade would do that kind of crap, though. Cade and his stashes of stashes.
If you're listening to this, congrats on killing me. I assume you became a high death god and fed me to your worm cult. That or you just finally got sick of me. Coincidentally, if you did kill me and still somehow hear this, I'm sorry for stealing your ship. And for pretty much every other interaction we ever had. But to be clear, if you did kill me, I do not apologize, and I will consider all my actions 100% justified. Either way, feel free to put your rock on my maps now. I don't need him anymore.
Aww. Oh my gosh. Okay, I got nothing against Nolan North, but hearing these, like, last words of Cade is gonna be twice as hard for me, knowing they're not Nathan Fillion voicing them. And I'm like, I don't know what happened between Nathan Fillion and Bungie that he didn't voice any of this. It could be he saw the trailer and said, wait, you're killing my character off? Not cool, guys. I mean, Cade 6 is practically the face of Destiny at this point. Like, there's... Actually, Cade 6 is more famous than the Ghost.
Got something on the scanner.
On the scanner, it's literally right there. Come on, Ghost. You gotta keep up, buddy. Alright, I want to see if I can't activate the baddies this time before opening the chest.
This one's for that armless coward, Tanix the Scarred. If you're listening to this, you killed me. But I bet I took a big chunk of your ugly husk with me. Guess handled Brask wasn't enough for you, huh? You wanted another Hunter Vanguard for your sick collection? I got my share of regrets, sure. But not putting a bullet in you has got to rank in the top 3. Won't be long before a better guardian than me puts you in your place. Just wish I could be there to see it.
You were, Cade. See, and this is lore that was in earlier renditions. When you did fight Tanix the Scarred in Destiny 1, Cade had nothing to do with that strike, which struck me and Avilthi as very odd. Because he's one of the few bosses that Cade himself wants to kill. So then when you get sent against Tanix, and it's... I think it's Zavala that runs that op. Like, why? Because I feel like there could have been just 1 or 2 lines of dialogue from Cade saying, rest in peace, Brask, or like something like to that effect. Hold on, I just realized. Now that I don't have to use a hand cannon ever again unless I truly wish to. Unless, of course, you guys noticed, I needed to do a lot of Crucible headshots, and I also had a quest from the Crucible to get, to do 10 competitive matches, which was a good idea, because, those competitive matches, I don't like competitive, period, as just a practice. So, when I went in there, I'm like, cool, 4 matches in, I got all my headshots. I was very proud of myself. Namely, because I got 10 of my headshots in 1 match. I got like 2 in the first, 3 or 4 in the next one, 10 in the third, and then it's like, oh, okay. No. Maybe it took 6 or 7. Because I did all... Oh, jeez, that's a lot of dudes. Hi, lots of... No. I thought those were dudes. Or, like, some... Okay. And, of course, there's no... Because it's not a pain in the butt enough if there's not no... Dagnabbit, and a prime. Just explode these? I am using this gun, the Graviton Lance, because I still need to get kills with Confluence, and I doubt I'm going to get many, honestly. Yay, random orb of light. Or cosmology kills. Yeah, I don't know what the heck Confluence. Ooh, another Badlander. Okay, give me a sec to... Auto-loading holster or rampage. Well, slide shot is a reload thing, so if I've got slide shot and auto-loading, that seems kind of like counterintuitive. But let's check this baby out, because so far I love this gun. Like this is my friend. Recoil control, which doesn't really matter, or poof. I mean, I do like the idea of reloading it in my thing, but this reloads 2 bullets every time I make a slide, and it's only got a 7-round clip. So as long as I'm sliding every like shot or two, meh. Yeah, I can dismantle this, and let's hope for a. Nope. Alright, let's put my baby back on. Cause oh man. Oh, there we go. It's like, what the heck, man? Every time. Okay, is there not a cache in here? I mean, Ghost didn't say there was. No, you can tell in some of the scenes, like, Nolan North is having fun as Cade, giving him that kind of, like, Western vibe. But at the same time, he's not Nathan Fillion, so it's really hard for me to just... I see this as an opportunity. If you're gonna lose a major player like Nathan Fillion, use that as an opportunity to hire some, like, nameless fan as a voice actor. Like, tell some fan, hey, you can't tell anybody, but we would like you to voice Cade. Like, do some quickie auditions, just like a couple hundred people. Which of you does the best Cade impression? And there you go. Instead, it's obvious they're like, well, you're already on the payroll, Nolan, and you're already here. Do you mind doing, like, a little something for us extra? Oh my gosh, they heat seek now, too? That's awesome! That's gonna make getting these kills now so much easier. I don't remember them doing that before. And watch, somebody that watches this later is gonna be like, you're missing one! Whoa. I'm so lost right now. Okay, how am I supposed to get... Yeah, I'm assuming just jumping around like a crazy person. But no, like, I had heard Nathan Fillion had left, and me and Av...
for the fellow who calls himself the Drifter. You did warn me running with you would put a target on my back. Guess I'm in good company, though, huh? After all, never had any fun without a little
He's
risk.
trying so hard to sound
That's the
like
whole
Nathan
idea
Fillion.
with the operation you're putting together, ain't it? My idea, by the way, had it like 1,000,000 years ago, back when you were still handsome. So, you're welcome. You know, getting that up and running means coming out of hiding. Giving you-know-who another shot at you. Hope I was around to see that showdown. Personally, my money was on the guy with the golden gun. But hey, what do I know? I'm dead.
Who has it out for the Drifter, I wonder? I mean, it sounds like the guy is kind of just a sleazebag, so no one really likes him anyway? I mean, I've played in Gambit, and I definitely don't like him right now. Ooh, look, another one. On top of a high hill, probably surrounded by many, many bad people. Hey, look. Many, many bad people. Or creatures. Av would joke, haha, he thinks hive are people too. So, we'll make that joke for her since she's not here right this second. She is working on her own Destiny thing. By the time you guys watch this, apparently the raid's been out for at least a day or two. I logged in today. Today is Saturday the 15th. I logged in this morning and got a message before I even, like, I picked my character, I selected my Warlock character, I jumped in the game and opened with a message of, so some guys already beat the raid and fought Riven, and I'm like, well, great. Nice to know the raid was even there. Like, apparently it was announced on the website, like Bungie.net, when the raid was gonna be. But I'm like, no offense, if you can tell me in-game, hey, by the way, people beat the raid, why couldn't you tell me in the game that the raid was there? Like, was it gonna take that long? I mean, especially when they've established the raid in-game. Like, Petrovenge is like, hey, when we find this guy, I want you in on that. I'm like, cool! Just tell me when the raid is. And they didn't in-game. Av told me that there is apparently a cutscene in the Dreaming City right now. If you go load in, but I went into the Dreaming City like a week ago with Av, and we were way under-leveled, I feel like. I mean, the blind well is a 550. Jeez. Where's the Shrieker? Oh, no, it's the wizard. Pain in the butt. Nope, there's a Shrieker. Okay, I just didn't see it. Oh, don't you be immune, you jackass. Thank you. No, this is a 460. I'm a 520. But Hive are one of the... To me, Hive are probably the second weakest race in the game. I mean, yes, we only have 4 races, but whatever. To me, actually, Hive are probably the weakest race. Ogres are a pain in the butt, but everybody else in the Hive species is very squishy or has a very large crit spot. So let's listen to some more Cade. God, I wish Cade...
If you're listening to this, you killed me. Maybe the Sovs, in all their mysterious wisdom, decided they were sick of me? If the Queen ordered the hit, I guess I understand. You're a real glutton for chivalry. But if it was Aldrin, I'm pissed. Just thinking about that peacock gives me a headache. But
Sorry,
I'm betting
Cade.
my death was another case of your famous collateral damage. Because you're a real do-gooder. Seriously, it's annoying. But good deeds never go unpunished when you're around. You got a blast radius, PV. Well, it was fun while it lasted. Oh, and tell Paladin Orin, if the sun over Nessus escapes nebula cycle, evac labor after dawn under solstice. You got that, PV?
Okay, that sounds like that was some cryptic stuff I should look into the lore on maybe later. Oh, geez, there's 2 over here. Sweetness. I might need to backtrack later, because I feel like I have probably missed one already. In that one room where it was just a big old fight with the ogre. No, because that was pretty flat. Okay, hold on, because now I'm wanting to, like, think back on the Petrovenge thing. So, he gives her a nickname. He calls her a real do-gooder. But she's got a blast radius. Does that mean, like, whenever he was around her, like, bad things would happen to him, like, blast radius? Or was it whenever, like, she went after somebody, people got hurt that weren't the people she was after? And also during the campaign, Petra was, like, really ticked that Cade was hurt. So I'm wondering if maybe they had a thing at some point. I mean, Cade's cool, Petra's cool, so I'd be down
This
for...
one's for the minds behind the deep stone crypt. You think just because you made me, you can unmake me? Hey, I understand. I were you, I wouldn't want people knowing what I did either. Guess you better hope I didn't tell anyone about the crypt. Or about the, what was it? Oh yeah, long, slow whisper. Because if I did, that would be real bad for you, huh? I may be dead, but I guarantee you ain't heard the last of me.
I already call future DLC where, like, remnant of Cade data is like, yeah, go mess up the guys who made Exos. I recently did watch a video. If you want to know some more about Exos and how they're made, I haven't seen the bigger, broader one, but Myelin, Myelin. If you're a Destiny fan, Myelin is definitely the lore guy I use. Or like he's just the first name that comes to mind, which probably definitely means he's the lore guy I use But he recently did a video based on some of the lore you get in this, about maybe, like, everybody knows who Ace is. Cade's supposed son that no one's ever really met or seen or anything in the game. Because apparently, like, Cade had a kid before he was an EXO. And, well, Mylan did a pretty good video on Cade's potential backstory with Ace and the Queen. His queen, not the Queen of the Reef. Not Marsov. Is there stuff up here? Because I feel like... Oh, geez. Bye. Why are they worshipping the chest? Can they, like, not see the chest, so they're just attracted to its light?
Here's one for Soraya Hawthorne. You know, when I told my ghost I'd be making one of these for you, she left. I didn't have to tell you that. Just wanted to make you feel bad. In my defense, if you're listening to this, you did kill me. I mean, if it was a fair fight, mano a mano, I'd win. No question. But I can see you planning on some convoluted, meticulous trap. Some would call that paranoia. Me? I call it being a hunter. So, here's your next hunter lesson. Looking after your own. Speaking of which, congratulations! You are now the proud owner of the Colonel. Now, she only eats sesame seed muesli and drinks purified spring water with a sprig of parsley. Play nice, you two.
Aww, he gave her the Colonel. And he accepts her as a hunter. Which I definitely, like... Oh my gosh, there's another Cade stash around here? And that's an ogre. How many ogres do you... Posthume of the Deep. Isn't posthume like butt or bottom or something? Okay, there are a lot of exploders over there. Let's... Goodbye. Bye to you too. Pull out the bow, because I like it more. Yeah, the bow is like... It's like a quicker sniper rifle. Because it doesn't have such a... Like, usually the sniper rifles have a very long, thin scope. So you can't see jack squat except what you're directly looking at with the scope. But I like the bows. They're very open. They're much easier to look with. This ogre does not know what to do about me being this far away. Which is odd, because I know they can attack you at that range, but... Hey, if I don't have to go dodging between cover left and right and can just get this over with, I am down. Yeah, I'm a little sad the bow does more damage than all my exotics. I'm really looking forward to getting the exotic bow sometime. Like, I am waiting for it so badly. Okay. I really don't want to have to, like... bring up a video at some point on, hey, where are all the Cade chests? Yeah, there's still a Cade stash around here somewhere. Did I miss one? I mean, there's only so many hidey holes over here, it looks like, so what's... Oh, might be up there. Nope, and let's not get stuck, because that would suck. Okay, where is... I'm gonna be ticked if there's not actually a Cade stash around here. It's just, like, the game's way of saying, hey, by the way, keep going. But we shall see. Let's... Oh, there's a Cade stash over there. No, I did miss one. Eh. Sometimes it lets you land on stuff. Sometimes it's like, no, no. You gotta be very finicky about it. Just, if If this was Nathan Fillion, these would be perfect. Because I think he would have added a little more, I think, energy to it. Nathan, or Nolan North
This one's
sounds a
for any
little
hunter who kills
dippy.
me. Best guess, Marcus Wren? You realize you get my stuff now. All my stuff. Including the Hunter Vanguard gig. Yeah. Congratulations, dummy. That's what we call a Vanguard dare. Sucks, doesn't it? Okay. Brace yourself for some advice, hotshot. 1. Know your people. Like my Nessa scout, Qantas Ree. I like to call her about once a moon, else she gets a little too much night. Not enough stalker, you know? 2. Keep your weapons sharp. Your job's to watch everyone's back, which means no one's watching yours but you.
I
And
was
3.
watching Cade's back.
Start thinking now about what you want to do for your successor's Vanguard dare. Because trust me, kid, this gig will kill you.
See, he doesn't sound depressed about being dead. Like, I feel like he hid this like all these stashes, and was like, okay, I have all my affairs in order, now we just wait for that bullet to find me. Like, he could have set these stashes up 100 years ago. 2, 3, 500 years ago, and been like, oh yeah, my crap's been ready for ages. So, who is Marcus Wren? In the next DLC, is he going to be the new Vanguard? Since it's kind of established here that he's the guy, I guess the hunter Cade respects the most to be the guy to replace him / kill him. Like a better hunter than Cade. And who's Quintus Ray on Nessus? I would have loved to have met, you know, ooh, tanks. Do I get to drive a tank again? Or not tanks, but like weird shuttlecraft thing. Gonna take it. No. Which makes me sad. Oh, look, there's another stash. Oh, now you're gonna tell me there's a stash right there. Jackass ghost. Such a punk. I'll miss you, Nathan Fillion. I'll miss you, Cade.
Sorry, I'm imagining how awkward you must look right now. Okay, Zavala. So, I'm dead. You killed me. My stuff is yours. No more working me over at chess. No more getting worked over at poker. For real, though. You know that if you needed to kill me for the good of the city or whatever, I totally understand. No hard feelings. Nada. You can put this voice recording away and go on with your life. Now, if you did have some kind of lingering guilt or something, that would be rough. Because you and I both know you'd have me yapping in your ear for the rest of your days. You wouldn't be able to help yourself.
So in other words, I know you're gonna feel guilty when that time comes, but sorry, buddy. Not sorry. I don't know. Zavala's character in this DLC just kind of struck me as like WTF. Like Ikora is all like, let's go avenge Cade, and Zavala was like, meh. Like, yeah, why? And one of the quests you do makes it sound like you going after, like, going to avenge Cade solo, which put no one at risk but you.
So you know I'm making a bunch of these, right? I probably told you. I always gotta have the last word, and I'm gonna be prepared for every possibility. But to tell the truth, this one's the easiest to make. So long as we're being honest. I could never tell if you really liked me that much. But, well, if you did hate me, the feeling was not mutual. In fact, yeah, I'll say it. Don't even mind that you killed me. I figure if we threw down, first off, no one can blame me for losing. And I know you'd be in the right. So, thanks, I guess. You were a good friend. Better than a guy like me could hope for anyway. So, yeah. Thanks, Ikora. For everything.
Aww. And she tells you in the post game that like she thought of Cade as one of her only friends. So the fact that Cade felt the same way and neither of them told each other, aw, now I'm sad for him. Because I feel like I'll play this for Ikora and she's gonna break down, and I do not want the Warlock Vanguard breaking down like ever if I. Okay, where am I going from here? Was that supposed to be like the... Oh, wait, I have... Is that how it goes? Like, if I find 8 or 9, it starts, like, pointing me in the right direction? Like, hey. Or... Where is it pointing me? Watch, now it's gonna let me drive a tank. Nope. Well, no, because they're facing that way, so... Yeah, because now they're actually marked as tanks. What the heck? Do I have to plow through a wall to get to the last stash? It is the last stash for me? I mean, he knew me before he knew Hawthorne, so... How did I miss that? I feel like I saw that before. Like, I looked up there before. Am I supposed to use, like, the tank as a stepping stone, maybe? No. Well, I don't know. How am I getting up there? Let's maybe go up and around using this. No, because I don't think I can go around that. So yeah, I might need to use the tank as a platform. No, I feel like I can probably jump up here somehow. Yeah, because, you know, Warlock. Yeah, I was legit in this spot before. That chest, like, was not there. So he did call that maybe Uldren would have Petravenge kill him. But I think the one to Ikora was the saddest. That's the one that's gonna give me feels for years. Like, I will look back on this DLC and be like, but that note to Ikora, that's a little heart-wrenching. Here's the last one.
This one's for the strong silent type. You. Congratulations, buddy. I mean that. Always knew you'd outdo me someday. And if that means you had to do me in, too, well, you saved my life on Nessus, so I owed it to you anyway. Take care of the Ace of Spades, will you? I'm not just talking about the maintenance. Banshee can help you with all that. I mean, take care of Ace. Use it well. Oh, hey, and if you found any of those papers from my earlier, deployments, burn them. Don't want people poking through the lives of Cade 0 through 5, so just put it all behind you, okay? Every story has an end. This is mine.
Alright. I am actually tearing up on that last line. So, like, don't even worry about any journal entries of mine you find. Because this is the end of my story. And I'm like, oh my god. That's... The only thing that could have made that entire quest more perfect would have been Nathan. And that's only because he's done like 95% of all the Cade 6 of Destiny 1 and 2. Like, I feel like something happened, or maybe he's getting another job and couldn't stick around to record this last bit. I don't know. I wish he had been the one for it, but he's all like, if it's you, take care of the Ace, will ya? There aren't many weapons in Destiny. Like Destiny 1 or 2. 2 had some of the best and most iconic weapons. But D2 so far has had more meaningful quests. This is the like this part of the quest should have been the only part, not the gambit, not the crucible. You shouldn't have made your players have to work so hard through such stupidity to get to this part. Because this, the ace in the hole quest, it's not hard. I mean, you saw, the hardest thing I had to fight was a yellow ogre on the other side of a cavern that was so far away, its own AI held it back from actually attacking me. I mean, the thralls did more damage to me than the ogres and the shriekers and the 1 or 2 wizards. But, in hindsight, I'm really glad I recorded this. Just because if they don't make it so that we can replay this quest, I'm gonna be pissed. Pardon the language, I guess, but, that was really... I feel very empty inside, because I feel like all my emotions just kind of, like, bled out to my character. Av's not at this quest yet. She beat me speed-wise on the gambit part, and I'm assuming she got through the part where you've got to do like 250 kills and strikes, and now she's probably at the crucible part where you just gotta get headshots with any hand cannon, and she has a decently high level crimson, so that won't be hard for her. Finding the caches is just find a good YouTube video. That's what I did. It took like half an hour to find them all, just because some of the areas, it's like go down this hallway, and down this hallway there's like take a left, and but the Ace of Spades was never a gun I really cared about. It was a hunter exotic only in Destiny 1. It was the only decent exotic of the 3. I mean, I think Warlock's got like Risk Runner or something, and Risk Runner was okay in D1, but it wasn't. The Ace of Spades, though, if you liked hand cannons, it was a monster. And so when dang, this one's way better. Just because I like the explosive bows. It's that, or it's like draw time decreases after every precision hit. But as you've seen, most of the enemies you hit with the bow, with a precision hit, die instantly.
You never know what you're going to
and as
find.
long as you can keep some range between you and the enemy, the range doesn't... Like, the draw time's not as big an issue. And it's already got a draw time, like, boost. Wait, how much does the draw time go up? Draw time, 652... 648. Ooh, such a big change. But okay, so I'm gonna feed because I really like this one. And that's why I locked it, because I'm not stupid. And I'm gonna give it this puppy. Oh, quick tip: if you have, like, say, no turning back. If it tries to eat my Crimson, it's going to cost Masterwork Cores and Legendary Shards and Glimmer and one of the planetary materials. But if the weapon tries to eat a weapon of the same type, it just costs you like 5,000 Glimmer. So if you like a certain weapon type, it doesn't matter if it's got a good or a bad roll, freaking keep it around. I don't know if I'm gonna stream for 2 hours after this. Crimson got me here to the Ace of Spades, and I was already telling myself, like, no matter how good the ace is, just meh. Like, I don't know if I'll use it, but I'll...
Ace of Spades as good as new now. Take it when you wield it. Remember. Remember. Now wait a minute. Hey, have you seen Cade around lately?
Oh, Banshee. Okay, that... Okay, that hurt. In Mylan's video, he also points out that Exos should only have, like, 20 reboots at max, and then their memory just starts breaking down almost exponentially. So the fact that Banshee is at 44 or 45 reboots, and Cade is supposedly, like, Cade, based on some of the lore, and I haven't read it in game yet, based on some of the lore, Cade 6 was actually not 6 reboots. He was further along. He was more like, he was a few more down the line. But he equated that if he ever went evil, Cade 6 would become a 7. So Cade 6 to him represented he was the good guy Cade. Because after the collapse and a lot of Guardians went bad and rogue and evil, like the guy who made Thorn and stuff, he really was terrified that if he hadn't given himself something to fight for, like if he hadn't told himself, written himself a journal about Ace and his queen, his past love from when he was human, if he hadn't had something to fight for to make him a hero and a good guy, he could see himself, like Cade 5 could already see that, because like it was Cade 5 during or slightly after the collapse, and he saw that if and when he died and he became Cade 6, or got rebooted and his memories got reset, and he became Cade 7, that he could see himself going down a dark path. Is that just, yeah, just any exotic quest? Because they already knew. Like, nobody wants to do this quest. But, I feel like that should have been the quest. Like, maybe go, because the part before this is go and find, the, like, Cade's stashes, one on every planet. They're kind of hidden. You almost need a guide to figure out where they are. We're gonna lock this, because I'm never getting rid of this gun. Just because it's too... It's too important to me. Not because it's an exotic or a hand cannon, or because like it's got Firefly, and really reminds me of my favorite gun from D1, which was the Fatebringer. To me, Ace of Spades now with Firefly makes it Fatebringer 2.0, except it's also tied to the story. It's tied to Cade, my favorite character. In me and Av's like fan fiction, we made a forum where we play our characters. I spent an entire forum long thread typing out, like, my character writes a journal kind of like Cade does, and he talks about how he met Cade and how he and Cade are both Exos. And, my warlock during the dark times was one of the few guardians that would go after rogues and use, like, by any means necessary, not just I take out your ghost and I take out you, but like there's no prejudice, there's no remorse. And after the city got established, those things didn't happen as much, but because Cade was in charge of hunters and was in charge of like those behind the scenes, I always felt like the Hunter Vanguard was kind of like the Black Ops guy. Zavala's the high and tight guy. Ikora was the intel guy, but then the person running Black Ops was always the Hunter Vanguard. So I always felt like he and my character Lightbringer and Cade were always really close. Av had a backstory where she was one of the youngest Guardians resurrected ever. She was like 15 or 16, and there was a way like her character did actually grow up to be an adult young woman, but until she could figure out what kind of guardian she wanted to be at that young child age. Maybe not 16, maybe it was more like 12 or 13 or something. So she had experience. She hung out with some titans and some warlocks, and she didn't quite fit in with either of those. And then he has that in her headcanon, her favorite exotic is the hawk mask, the one that lets your golden gun just be massively OP. So let's look at these. Increased range and stability. Yeah, the range is ridiculous. High caliber is great. Firefly is great. So yeah, this is a god roll Fatebringer. The only other thing that would make this gun ridiculous would be if it also had explosive rounds. Slightly easier to aim, so it increases its aim time. It's got decent stability, decent handling, great impact. This one blows crap up. Crimson heals you. Yeah, so this gun, because you guys are here and I'm already choked up, we might as well go and the last will and testament of Cade 6, and I'll read this out loud. If you'd rather read it to yourself, go ahead and mute it now. I won't mind. I don't fault you for that. To whomst it may concern, I, Cade 6, being of sound-ish. That's my Nathan Fillion right there. Mind and body do hereby and henceforth and heretofore leave all my possessions to the person, alien, animal, or natural phenomenon what kills me. Natural phenomenon? What if, like, a bolt of lightning kills him? Are we supposed to just leave his stuff alone? Aforesaid possessions include, but are not limited to, the Ace of Spades, any and all stashes I've hidden throughout the system, the Colonel, my faithful friend, my debts, which follow. The attached file is too big to download. His debts were numerous and a lot. Like, I could see that being... Okay, if... One of my biggest gripes about Forsaken was going to have... It's a DLC with its own DLC pass. Like, it's... But, if they turn, like, the debts of Cade 6 into DLCs, and one of those DLCs is you go after the, crap, we already... The, not Brask, not Bray. The shadowy organization that created the long, slow whisper. I don't know what that is, but I'm betting that's gonna be one of the DLC things. But I got my very first post Forsaken Eververse thing. Like, she gives you one, and it gave me Last Hand. And I was like, I'm definitely gonna use this. Because my character is a black metal exo with red eyes. And I'm like, if I avenge Cade, I'm gonna make the new and improved Ace of Spades look like my character. I'm getting really lightheaded just because I am fighting it back so much, but I'm not gonna fully cry on a Twitch stream with only one person watching. If I had put in the title, there might be tears, there might be some people watching this, but Destiny 2 is such a small fan base now. There are a lot of people watching, but not many that watch the streams on Twitch, but This video will go up on YouTube. I will probably main this weapon for the foreseeable future. I really want to use my... Like, this weapon carried me all through the first half of Forsaken so far. Pretty much until I had to start using Crimson to get the Ace of Spades and, in my mind, complete the Forsaken DLC. Like, yeah, there's still the raid, and the story did hint at the raid, and it's actually connected to the story with the raid. Fully avenging Cade and rescuing the Ace of Spades and bringing it back to its full glory. That, to me, was the capstone. That was the thing I needed to do to fulfill Cade's last couple of wishes. He was like stoic as always. I'm just I'm gonna miss Cade 6. He was my favorite character in the game. I'm glad they didn't like immediately try and replace him with something or someone. I will eventually do the raid. I know there's already like firsts and stuff, so the guides will be coming out in the next week or two probably of what the heck is going on and what you're doing. And since we're already doing spoilers, I think what I will do from here will be to do let's go check out the Dreaming City. Because I told myself once I'm leveled enough to do, because I feel like the Dreaming City, like, yeah, the blind well is a 550, which is stupid to me. I mean, I get it. They don't want you like doing all the content until, you know, it's truly ready to be done. And I really wish there were more. I wish there was a spot by Petra, because this area is really big. But I told myself, and me and Av agreed, like, when every little, like, drag level enemies could two-shot us, we're like, okay, we weren't at 5 yet, we were at, like, 498, I think maybe one of us was at 501 or something, but we were like, okay, the public events were, in our minds, probably 520.
My queen commanded me to slay a beast. We could not do it alone. So I turned to the Guardians.
Is this actually turning, like, telling us about the raid? For freaking
6
change.
brave heroes came to destroy my people's greatest secret. Riven, the last known Ahamkara. A creature of immense power and cunning. The Guardians killed Riven and ripped out her heart.
Well, here's a
But
spoiler for the raid.
Ahamkara transcend death. They can transform desire into reality, even when they are nothing but bone and dust. I should have known that Riven would grant one last wish, one last curse. Now the Dreaming City has been taken. I opened the gates. I ordered the attack.
Oh no.
I should have known.
Well, no, because the Queen's will was to go in there and kill Riven as well. So I'm not gonna blame Petra on that. But the Dreaming City already had some Taken floating around anyway, so I don't understand. So yeah, apparently when you do the raid and you fight that giant Yi, it gets one of those like, with my last breath. Oh, and I kind of hope there's a cutscene at the end of the raid that shows it doing its thing, and you and your ghost are like, what have we done? And then maybe you hear Petra's voice on the comms going, what have we done? I do love that they put a cutscene of post-raid, but I wish that cutscene had been part of the raid. I'm kind of pissed at that, because now I know that doing the raid triggers something bad, but now I'm playing through the something that was bad. And it's just this one dreaming city, so I don't, like, in the campaign, Petra tells you there are, like, pocket cities like this all over the galaxy. Just this one it's like, it's important somehow. But the raid's 550. The blind well's 550. I feel like the entire area is like a 520 minimum. There are some crazy people that were probably already 550, or were like high 520s and said, screw it, we're gonna try doing the raid anyway. I mean, the area looks the exact same to me. But who made the last wish? Was it the voice of Riven? Because I feel like it can't make its own servant, and like, was it, I don't know, because apparently the story is that Riven was an ally of the Awoken, and at some point Riven was taken, and being the last wish granter, I don't know if it actually can grant wishes though. It could be that its body and soul were so heavily tainted that it was able to like spread corruption more easily. I do love the collectible in this area. This tiny little purple tree is freaking gorgeous. Last time me and Av tried one of these, we had trouble killing anything, and this core thing got destroyed quite quickly. It was just me and Av, by the way, because we were doing it the very first week. We made a point to try and level ourselves up and then come to the Dreaming City to finish the story. This area was just too big for us, and we got annihilated. Look at that. It's a sniping hand cannon. Yeah, this is Fatebringer. So I'm gonna say now, I really hope Bungie doesn't nerf this gun, simply because of all the BS you have to do to get it. I don't know what he's doing, so I'm gonna just kind of... Man, it helps if I actually hit the guy, doesn't it? Oh, you even reload animation like Cade does. That's... dang. That's hard. Just, I'm going to use this weapon, and I won't be able to not think of Cade 6. And that hurts my soul. If any of you are an atheist, I'm sorry. No, I'm not really sorry. If you don't agree, that's okay. That's your opinion. That's your belief system. I'm not putting it down. I'm not trying to push an agenda. I know in the US nowadays, everybody thinks that if you state an opinion, it's not an opinion. It's some sort of agenda thing. Really not. But whoa. Is it slowly dying? Whoa. Where do we get another orb of light thing? Or is there some uber enemy here? Whoa. That's a lot of dudes. Yeah, so let's wreck some wizards. Wow, these guys are strong. Did I even hurt? Ah, man. A wizard with my super. I didn't even get to kill it with my super. I already joined the heroic event, but I don't know who the heroic, like, Wow, yeah, my gear is underleveled. Defeat. Grasp of the cure. Who is this Varsock guy? Oh, I'm guessing that's him. Very large. And grenade launchers do not work well when you're surrounded by baddies left and right. If I get another super, I'm a target just yet. Crap, now I can't see. Gosh, they're all so strong. Okay, I really hope the gear from this is worth. Dang! Shadow Thrall. Oh, recommended power 530, so I'm still not high enough. Gosh dang, that guy was probably coming to res me. I am so sorry, dude. Oh my gosh, everything is two-shotting me. Oh, somebody put a small gift? Oh, does that have to do with the, whoa. I do love the design of these chests. Dark fragments, which I don't really understand the purpose of still. I do need to go get to Petra, see what the bounties are. I think she's really the only person left to give me like daily or weekly like powerful gear stuff, so once I get the stuff from her, I'm probably gonna stop playing for a bit just to try and like recover from the shock of the Ace in the Hole quest. If you found any of my journals or stuff from my past me's, nobody needs to look into Cade 0 to 5.
I should have never come here. Everything I touch, I destroy.
Blast radius.
And Mara claims to believe in me, but no. One foot in front of the other.
I feel like the Queen saw this coming.
I've got a fresh snap on the network. One of my Corsairs is injured. Will you help me again? While you set up the evac, I'll consult with the Techians. The city hides so many secrets. There must be something here that can help us.
I'm gonna feel like, lore-wise, Riven was probably one of the last ways of infecting and corrupting this galaxy until Savathun comes in. So maybe the Queen had her open the gates, kill Riven, take his heart, let him infect the Dreaming City, so that if and when we find the way to like just expunge the Taken, we don't like use maybe a one-shot anti-Taken kind of nuke type weapon, and then somebody accidentally opens up the Riven raid and he re-releases the Taken and we're like, well, we can't expunge them again, we already used our one shot. Or maybe Mara saw the future, or maybe once the... No, I don't know what these are.
Reef Maid. It'll serve you well. Good choice.
Oh, wait, this is... Oh, that's a quest. Okay, that's cool.
Good choice.
Calling for evac. Gotta make complete mission. Broken courier. I'll take
You'll
that.
like that
I mean, I
one.
like quests. Patrols completed. I can do that. And I just need to do daily bounties for her, so bam.
Good choice.
Public events. I'm not very useful at the public events, as we saw. But I'll be around, probably. Kill things. I can do that. A lost sector.
Good choice.
Bosses beaten. Which I feel like I'll fight
Brief
bosses
maid.
in the
It'll
patrols.
serve you well.
Oh, wait, what was that other thing I had to do for her? I did not mean to leave. Ascendant Challenge. I will take it
Good
just because it only
choice.
costs me Glimmer to pick up. And F Glimmer. Present an offering to the Oracle Engine, which... Spoiler. I do have the stuff I would need, like there is... Because these can be offered to, I think, the Oracle Engine. No, these are offered to the Blind Well. I might have one of the things for the Oracle Engine, but I'm not gonna look, because spoilers. Well, it looks like there's another mission coming, so... Just, I didn't even know the raid was ready, and I'm not raid ready in my levels.
Don't
I
lose
will
heart.
mark
We're
this.
in this together.
I've already done... I don't like redoing dark sectors if I don't have to at this point in the game. I am going to see if I can't find the region chest over in this area while we're doing this. Okay, so it's in there somewhere maybe? Or... Ooh, this place is pretty. Yeah, my wife loves the aesthetics of this area. I mean, I do too. It's probably the prettiest area in this whole freaking game. There are parts of patrols and stuff, and where you will just see enemies just coming out of the mist, and you're like, oh my gosh, that's so freaking cool. And it is. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. My biggest issue with Forsaken is, just like Taken King, are we gonna see like Destiny 3 come out and retcon 90% of what they've done, and we're gonna lose all these cool mechanics they added, and all these places are gonna go away. Like Destiny 1, we could go to the moon. We still can't go to the moon, but I can fly to like a city that's bordering another dimension. Okay, I guess. What is that guy? I mean, other than soon to be dead. Wow. The super feels so weak by comparing it to my other ones. Oh, and then he just drops the chest. Hi, buddy. Where were you a second ago? Unless you were helping from out far. Well, there's one of the bosses I need to kill, I guess, so that's nice. But, this video right now is gonna be just over an hour long. So I will probably cut it here, because I want you guys to see a lot of this area for yourselves. Because the Dreaming City is an amazing place. I haven't explored, but probably one lost sector, and that was the exact same quest that me and Av did and failed miserably, so like right now I'm only using my Sunsinger or Flamey class because I've still got some triumphs where I have to use this class and get kills with its grenades, and until I get my second light seed, I'm going to try and just fill out all the triumphs, and then ooh, look. But see, they're this number, and they're little fireworks, and they're beautiful. Just this whole place, it's gonna make me cry. I mean, I don't think, to me, it's as awe-inspiring as the first time in Rise of Iron. You spawn in, and you have to go up Fellwinter Peak, you're climbing this mountain. It feels very Fellowship of the Ring, and it's so beautiful. It's quiet. It's white. It's dark. It's snowing. I mean, it's just. But here, the aesthetic is different. You can tell the corruption's here, but I think that's to help better explain like the blind well, because the raid is the exact same minimum level as the blind well. Ooh. See, and that's the class for. I don't know how this thing works, so. I mean, this was probably a waste. Because I'm using the opposite one I need to be using. Requires awoken charge? Memento Mori? I don't know what that means either. Oh, dang it. I meant to use a fire team medallion like hours ago. Okay, I don't like this bow as well just because it loads faster than I'm used to. Like, I'm used to the slower drawing primary bow, and it's got like a draw speed of 7 something, and this one's got like a draw speed of 6 something. Now, I don't know if that's like each like number of seconds or like Bungie's number system is really these guys are like all 730s, and my strongest weapon is a 728. I think I have like one piece of armor that's. What is that? Probably something useful. Corsair down. Cool, I got like a quest or something. That's awesome. Oh, not the guy I was aiming for, jackass. Or not shields, but healing rift for those people that might need it. Do like Firefly man. Kinda wish it was Dragonfly, but since it's like a colorless, I'm happy with Firefly. Dragonfly makes it explode with the element it is. I really like going up there, don't I? Oh, I got another super. I should probably use that. I do love that kind of spin reload for this gun. Alright. How about Nova? Alright, so the Sun Shield Warlock will not be like the big orb maker. Oh, I missed my shotgun. I should probably put my shotgun back on. Since this can actually do ranged attack pretty darn well. Okay, screw it. Oh, of course this needs to reload too. Goodbye. I'm guessing this is how you get the heroic. Grab this. Run like a crazy mofo. Get up here. Do I Did I do it in that? I don't understand. Do you have to charge each of these tower things, maybe? Except they all look like they're charged. Like they all have lights and they're all glowing. Oh wait, glows more. It's glowing a lot now. Oh, you gotta get like charged. That's cool. Oh no, I literally just repaired like 100% because it lost like 2 points. Haven't gotten too many exotics other than the quest one, so. Yeah, I don't know how I get the heroic on this. Which is sad, because I saw that other group do it. The one I just jumped in on. I already did a bounty for Petra. But yes, so I think I will be getting out of this. That way maybe I'll play with the wife. I am going to put back on my Badlander though, because I love my shoddy. The bow has more oomph. But like here, what is it? The no turning back has like 780. This one's got 140 points less almost. So it just, actually I should probably use it. Just suck it up and get good with it. Just, again, I love the bow because it's honestly the only real skill-based weapon in the game. The fact that there's only 4 different kinds of bow, and one of them may or may not be an exotic, or like the raid bow or something, kind of sucks to me. But, thank you guys for sharing this with me. I felt like it was a really good send-off to Nathan Fillion as Cade 6, and Cade 6 himself as the character. Again, I got nothing against Nolan North, just he's not Cade 6. Even the snarky comments just kind of came off a little soulless to me compared to what I hear Cade as being. I'll miss him. Both of them, him and Nathan Fillion. Let's pour one out for Cade. Lights out.